see. Why are you so
We are
violent?
live, fuckers. All right. Hello everybody. We are officially live. I'm sorry if any of you follow my dumbass on Twitter. I thought we were going to cancel tonight because we had potentially 2 people out. However, uh, the lovely Invar's here sped his ass up and got home from work much sooner than anticipated. Uh, so thank you, and anybody watching this, thank you for whatever reason you've decided to tune in this evening. So yes, we had a later start time. I'm not going to take a whole lot of time to go over anything. I am, however, going to go ahead and give a shout out to myself. Oh, good. No one can see it. All right. I don't know if anybody can see it. Whatever. I can finally got the.
Lower.
Uh,
Up,
There
up,
you go.
up more, up more.
No,
To the right.
you
maybe I just do
rat.
this. Look at that. Look at that. Shh. Fuck. I hate virtual backgrounds for this reason. I need a green screen so it can see it. Whatever. Y'all can see bits and pieces of this. It goes in and out. My face is disappearing. What if I just DM'd like this all night? All you saw was hands. Whatever.
I
The
freak out a
point
little
is,
bit.
I think I'd
I
actually
finally-
be upset.
Yeah.
I finally
I do
got.
uncomfortable.
Fuck. You guys. I swear to God. Whatever. I finally got the.
Great.
Is he talking? Can you guys hear him?
You know
He's
what?
doing so well. He's doing so well.
I'm gonna. Everyone dies tonight.
Hell yeah.
Rosina survives.
Let's go. Yeah, Rosina, you're good. You're alive.
You're
fine.
alive because you're not here to fuck up everything I'm
But
trying
now
to do
you're
right
surrounded with 4 other
Your
streamers.
mind now no longer feels guilty about letting her die.
It's always great to see everybody tuning in. Anybody that might be out there in internet world checking us out, we really appreciate it. This is the Red Operators. It's the last days of the Warlock, and we're rapidly getting there. It's pretty cool. Where was I going to go? I did the Shatner pause.
I
It's
wondered
awesome.
how you were gonna save that because at first you were like and then you were gonna say Red Opera, but then
No,
you're like,
no, dude. I have been
words.
editing. I've been editing hard, and I've been editing a lot of Shatner, a lot of, and then the monster raises his hand, and
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
And-
Shit.
and my DM, if you're out there, yes, I'm talking about you. You know it, sort of.
Okay, so we're gonna do this. There's 2 shout outs tonight. Lawful Stupid RPG. They're awesome. They're kick-ass. They play on different days. Y'all should just find them on Twitch. Are they playing tonight?
Yep, Ghost of Saltmarsh. They're
Cool.
doing all sorts of crazy stuff over there.
Cool.
Yeah.
Secondly, I finally got the physical copy of the Compendium of the Absurd in my hands for the proof. So, while looking through this thing, there were 2 minor glitches. Now, those glitches are not anything to do with the printing job being messed up. It had to do with me and my ability to learn how Affinity Publisher works. So,
Oh boy.
the only thing that's messed up is one slight misplacement of some text that is slightly covered by an image, but is still readable because of the format that it's in. And then packed spells for one of the subclasses is slightly behind the actual spell list. Now, the reason why I'm not super butthurt about that is because A, that is just extra content that is not available in the normal compendium. As you all know, I created the Abyssal Knight, and for the longest time, it just was a standalone class where you could just steal from the Paladin and use their oaths and kind of pervert them and screw them up. However, essentially, I was guided towards making it a complete class, and there are 3 subclasses available. Only in the physical copy in my hand will you get both version 1 and version 2 of the Abyssal Knight. So you can play either one that you want. If you want to do the pervert the normal classes, absolutely. If you want to do the 3 brand new subclasses I created, Pact of Control, Pact of Death, and Pact of Pain, it's in here too. Only in the physical form. So what's going to happen is, A, I'm not going to have any viewers leaving while I do this show, because y'all need to sit here and deal with my dumb ass. At the end of today's session, I will officially make this go live. Now, Because I don't want to spend the time going through another proof and confirming that everything's been updated, I'm not going to fix the weird graphical errors because it doesn't affect the actual workings and mechanics of the stuff in the book. I am going to release them to the public tonight so that they can be purchased. However, because I'm a cheap bastard and I don't want to do stuff like that, I am going to lower the price. You know, get what you pay for. This is 46 pages, 3 of which are just a fancy cover page, the table of contents, and then the legal jargon. So basically 43 full pages of cool shit that you either really want or you do not want in your game. So pick it up because both of those are awesome.
You
I
don't
would
get
just like to
any middle ground.
I just want to say,
whatsoever.
first off, man, all those packs, this does not sound like a My Little Pony module. I'm just going to throw that out there. Number two, in all seriousness, with zero sarcasm, I don't know that you've ever had a book published, and that's pretty fucking cool, man.
That's
Yeah,
awesome, dude.
Congratulations.
good job.
Yes.
Also, yeah, there is no middle ground. It is either you will love or you will hate.
Yeah.
I'm on this side right now.
What
I
does
love it.
Quill think? What does Quill think?
Well, this actually leads into what I wanted to say. I did help him edit a lot of that, and there is so much cool stuff. He's been working with a lot of people. He's been generating ideas to make things inclusive and all that kind of stuff. Additionally, like I said, I am a D&D editor, and I am in need of work. So if you know a creator, please let me know, or let Jeff know. He'll let me know. I'll find out somehow, but
Yeah.
Uh,
Absolutely. You can @Biscuit10RPG me on Twitter. Let me know you're looking for a D&D editor. I'll hook you up. So this one right here, this is literally kind of a standalone package. Just all my Ko-Fi stuff, all of the stuff that I've given away for free in a new package with images and cool stuff. Maybe, no, of course not. It's not going to show you anything. Oh, there we go. Look at that. If I put my face in it, you can see text. So the cool thing is this was created with Home Brewery, so it's got the look of a D&D book until you get back to where I flubbed everything up, and it's actually the fancy covering and the fancy workings of
That
the
still looks
Abyssal Knight
good.
with a custom borders, custom everything. So pick it up tonight after this show. I'm fucking done talking about that. So let's
Yes,
get
sir.
started. Thankfully, there's not a big long spiel to get into this with. Yes, Rosina is gone. She's busy with work this evening, as Invar's was almost stuck doing as well, which almost led to the end of today's episode before it even began. So, last session, session 15, which we titled "Stop Running, I'm So Tired." Our last session began with the team mid-battle with Raziel, Rosina on the wrong side of the equation, and the party being ill-equipped to handle the danger of this magnitude. The party charged forth at a slippery shadow stepping psychopath who made a habit of hopping from room to room, making them work for the damage they were laying down. A couple of good hits, a hearty smite, and one of the luckiest stabs through the heart by a goblinoid ever, they finally subdued the monster and hung her up to drain the blood from her body to help Zale with his patron's requirements. The party on their last legs in terms of power, it's written correctly, I just can't speak, and the first lights of dawn are just now beginning to peek over the horizon as the party determines their next steps. So, to kind of give a little fill-in for the party, because we kind of ended at a weird note, just to kind of catch you up and give you a little more flavor for this, as Grim Eyes stabbed Raziel through the heart, the last things she uttered were, "I still won, you know. I took a pure good soul and turned it into a monster. Sure, you'll hold out for a while, maybe a year, maybe 10, maybe 100. But the thirst will win. The thirst always wins." And then she settled into a torpor as the fancy bullshit thing that I allowed Grim Eyes to pull off settled into her heart.
That was definitely bullshit.
It's made of wood.
Even
with
I will
magic.
call bullshit on it.
Hey, it's all about fun. And that
Yeah, it
battle
is.
was going to take another 3 or 4 episodes to get through because I could have made it go forever.
Yeah.
So, with that, we're going to pick up right where we left off. Razel is hanging upside down next to the doorway to the mansion as the sun comes very slowly over the horizon. You're beginning to see the very first light of
fuck.
dawn, and it's not. You got maybe 10, 15 minutes before the sun peaks, or it's going to hurt a vampire. So, what are you all doing?
She's away from the opening where any light would reach her, right?
Yes,
Do we care?
she's kind of behind a doorway, the
Okay.
open door itself. Upside
Second
down.
question, do we actually care about her?
I don't know. That's up to you all. I just
I'm
run this bitch. You guys are in control.
I'm gonna investigate her body, see if she has anything interesting
Oh yeah,
or
I
magical.
wanted to loot shit off of her.
Fantastic. So, the first things that you notice are the crazy gauntlets that she's wearing that caused you all so much strife. She has a wicked-looking crossbow, and that's what you see just point blank on her. If you search her pockets, she's not carrying any gold or anything like that. It seems like most of her power, and she doesn't have magic armor or anything. It just seems like most of her power was just innate. There is a peculiar looking scroll that she has wound up and placed in her in the back of her belt. But other than that, those are the only things you find.
I take the scroll and maybe the gauntlets if no one else.
Grim Eyes was gonna go for the gauntlets.
Okay, you can have the gauntlets.
For potential future packed weapon
What do they
shenanigans.
do?
You'll find out when you identify them
Yeah,
or you attune to them, one of the two.
Grim Eyes is gonna put them on.
Right now, they are just a fancy pair of gauntlets. You're welcome. Let me see if there's actually a physical description of them. Yes. So the gauntlets themselves are heavy, dark metal. It was sculpted in such a manner to emulate the forearms and talons of a black dragon. Even the finger guards end in wicked obsidian claws. The actual crossbow itself, it's a heavy two-handed crossbow. It's hewn from dark umber wood. And obviously had some of the tricks of that you saw earlier. That's all that she has on her. The scroll itself, it looks, it's written in Abyssal. Anybody speak Abyssal?
I do.
Oh.
I read and speak it.
So you're looking at that. It's actually kind of a weird combination. Do you have Celestial?
I do, actually.
Cool. So you're seeing a weird combination of these two languages being interspersed into each other on this, and they're speaking of something like the key to oneself, and it looks like it's going to take some time for you to decipher it. Right now, it just looks like a mumbo jumbo of just strange, archaic writings about the empowering of oneself through one's spirit energy. But it seems awkward at best to try to figure that out on a short notice. So, and then obviously the two weapons.
Yeah, I took away the scroll for now, and I say to the others, does anyone want this crossbow, or can I just grab it?
I mean, I can use one, but nah.
All
I'm
right.
not really a ranged kind of a person, which is probably a problem.
Yeah, crossbow would have been useful for staking her across the room.
Yeah.
Quite possibly, yeah.
So I'll just keep that on me for future vampire emergencies.
Okay, so I don't have either of these items in D&D Beyond yet, but I will get them there before next game.
Fair enough.
But just note on your sheet that you are carrying a blood snare crossbow. And whoever picked up the gauntlets, they are called flesh-rending clutches. So write those on there as well. And then once I get them thrown into D&D Beyond, you will all have access to those items, should they be attached to your character. Is anybody going to look around the mansion at all, as Zale is draining the blood?
Yeah, I think Essential will go out and explore for a little bit.
Okay. Let's see here.
He's gonna want to first look for any like religious artifacts, because he likes taking some of those. But also he wants to look for documents, paperwork, anything that has to do with pacts or organizations of the city.
Oh, actually, correction. There is a shield that she is carrying. That looks pretty dope.
How dope?
It's a pointed shield and is painted an unearthly shade of matte black. So dark it seems as if it's absorbing the light around it.
Oh, Venta Black, interesting.
The only adornment is an iridescent mother of pearl inlay at the shield's center, creating the appearance of a fanged jaw.
Technically, it's not Vanta Black. No one's allowed to use Vanta Black. It's Black 2.0.
He
Fair.
said Vanta with two
Fair.
A's.
I said
after
matte
both. It's
black, you sons of
Vanta
bitches.
No. You're fine. I'm talking to Essential over there.
Essential thinks it's not a black.
Black. I think it's Fanta Black.
Or
Well,
Vanta Black.
only Anish Kapoor is allowed to use Vanta
Only a
Black. so-
Juggalo is allowed to use it if it's Fanta Black.
Those lucky.
Oh, sorry, that's
sometimes.
Fago. Hey, I like shields. I use shields.
Cool.
Go ahead.
It will require attunement, so you're not sure what it does.
Do I
But
have a matte black
fancy shield,
shield?
yes.
See, we
So
hear you.
without attuning to it, it does grant you a +3 bonus to your AC though,
Oh,
and you're resistant to
Ooh.
radiant damage
God
you're
damn.
still gonna get hit.
Ooh, without attuning?
without attuning. Yeah.
This
That's just
already
the
sounds
natural stuff.
cursed. I may
Oh,
not
yeah.
attune at all.
Invar's is a wise dude. He would assume such.
I have a high wisdom score.
Yeah, he would assume like this is so
Oh,
mighty, but probably
I
cursed.
have removed curse. You'll be fine.
I do as well. So, but regardless,
So I will just make a mental note of that, post it, and if that needs to be added, is that like is going to be unavailable at D&D Beyond too? Also, DM.
It will also be made available. I have 3 items that I need to throw in there.
Neat.
I-
Thank you very much. Then I'll.
I
Just
feel
make
like
that mental
Invar
note.
just picks up one of his snakes and just tells it to him to remind you in like 8 hours that you have this, and then it does this. And the snake just like retreats back somewhere close.
All right. Fuck. All right. So you can look
How-
around the rest of the house. It's pretty torn up now that y'all been running through it.
That's fine. I can untore it up. Essentially.
So
I'm just gonna roll investigation and whatever you just.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm not looking for
if-
anything specific.
If you ever wandered into the room with my invisible dog, it started barking at you.
Oh, I would bark back.
but they
Essential
can't
would
hear
bark
it, can
back.
they?
They can hear it. They
just
can't
can't
see it. And
Yeah,
if you
so-
get too close to it, it will bite you.
Essential walks into that room and he hears the barking and he immediately just looks around. Traps. There are traps here. He's gonna step out of the room. He's gonna close the door and he's gonna take some chalk. He's gonna write down a sigil that means trap, danger on the door. And he's gonna move on. He's like, we just fought there. Interesting. I just want paperwork or anything that would give me info on this woman.
I thought you were going to say anything that gives me ownership of this house.
That too. Good thing you brought that up because I'm also looking for a deed to the home or estate.
Everyone make a wisdom check.
Are we those meddling kids?
Yes.
No, I just want to see how dumb you all
I'm
are.
a damn
Is
mercenary.
it the wisdom check
I
or
mean,
wisdom
okay.
save?
Part of
The
my
answer is
looting
I'm dumb
process.
because they are two of my lowest stats are intelligence and wisdom. So
So I'm just gonna roll a flat D20 because I don't have any modifiers.
Exactly
So
what I'm doing.
So
Is it a
with-
wisdom save or a wisdom
Oh,
check?
It's just a
DM?
wisdom check.
Okay.
Wisdom
18.
check. Okay.
So no proficiency.
6.
24.
Sick.
Okay, so
Also a 6.
Invar's and Icarus,
If it would have
you
stayed, it
you
would've
are
been-
all hearing, this chatter about, well, you all have this inkling that, whatever you're doing, you might want to hurry it up, because while you know that you've subdued this one, she has a sister.
Oh, Essential didn't know that. Mhm.
Shit. Guys. I
But-
think we've found everything. Let's leave before the sister shows up because I'm too tired to deal with that shit. Start.
If I leave, she might wake up. I have to be somewhere like relatively near her.
How long's the?
Or are we
Bring her
done?
with.
Well, isn't Zale taking?
Yeah,
some of
what
the-
Yeah,
is
he's
Zale
got the
doing?
blood.
How long's that going to take, Zale?
It looks it's almost done.
Yeah, he was going to
what
finish it
happened
right
to-
before the sun or whatever.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember from last session at the very end.
Hmm.
I do.
So Grim Eyes is literally just sitting next to the body, making sure
Yeah.
he's not too far away for the stake to disappear and let her wake the fuck up.
Yeah, Essential will also be nearby just because he has a lot of range and close proximity, so he's gonna stay there. Plus, he's a paladin.
Perhaps we should
he's intrigued
replace
with
the
this stuff.
stake in her heart with one more permanent.
I have none. Anyone else have any? Do you have any
I
more?
look around. Is there a chair handy? A table,
Hmm,
perhaps?
Good point.
So
I think I just took a quiver, so
as Zale is, and you're all kind of contemplating this, you hear, you see Zale's definitely got a look of concern on his face, like he's really in deep thought about, what his next move is going to be. And while he doesn't necessarily communicate it to you all hear footsteps behind you. And I'm not gonna make you roll perception. This dude's not trying to hide.
That
You-
my passive is 20.
Good for you. You turn around and you see a very familiar figure. An ashen green dragonborn is walking up the porch and standing
hey,
outside the
buddy.
doorway.
hello.
How are you doing?
Who are you again?
It's
His patron.
Ultun, the undying patron.
Oh,
How you doing, buddy?
Patron is here.
I don't
His
see him.
patron's here.
Yeah.
Here's your payment ready. Yeah.
He completely ignores all of you and just looks at Zale and says, "My boy, why in the world would you throw away such a gift? And spare me the tired, it's not a gift, it's a curse spiel. We still have a few minutes before you melodramatically burst into flames, so allow me to share my vision with you. Vampires are a frustrating ilk. All the time in the world and not a damned clue what to do with it. I think it's safe to assume there are plenty out there, much like yourself, who don't relish the bloody visceral aspect of the lifestyle. What if you had another option? Accept me as your patron and become my undying warlock. I will save your soul, purge you of that infernal thirst, but you will retain your immortality. In return, you will seek others like you. Find all the vampires searching for something grander than the scraps they scrounge on in the shadows. You will bring them to me, and together we will offer them salvation." As you hear this being spoken, Zale still has a conflicted look on his face. He doesn't seem convinced one way or the other. He's having a tough time deciding.
It's actually not a bad deal, if I'm gonna be honest.
Well, look at it this way, Zale. You can make it your immortal life's mission to purge vampires, evil vampires, and out of this world. And if you are done by that time, I'm sure you could negotiate an end with your patron here.
I mean, I don't. All I've ever seen vampires do is just create misery and chaos wherever they go.
Be the first not to.
Roll a persuasion.
Oh boy.
Just him or me?
Well,
As
I mean,
well.
roll with advantage because you and Icarus were both trying to convince him.
Dirty 20.
Well, that's certainly above what I had. All right. I'll give it a shot. I'll try to make something out of this shit show that that I call my life now, I guess.
Yeah, welcome to the club.
Ulton walks over, grabs the bucket, and puts his hand on Zale's shoulder, and they both disappear. As they disappear, the sunlight is starting to come up over the edge of the horizon, and you all see a streak of black smoke shooting across the sky. And it strikes down right inside the doorway next to Razel's blood-drained body. And in the smoke materializes what you assume is her sister, whose name I have in front of me, Zulai. Because I forgot every other time we've talked about this. You see on her face, at first she's relieved to see that Zale is alive. Well, because she saw him before he left. And then she looks over and sees her sister hanging and barely alive.
Grim Eyes is going to very quietly recall the stake to his hand and hide it.
Before you can do any of that, she screams, "You didn't have to do this! You could have come to me! I could have helped you!" And she's screaming what seems to be like to no one, but she's looking at the space where Zale was. And then you see that the sunlight's starting to come up even higher, and she immediately grabs her sister, and in a poof of black smoke, she disappears, along with the body of her sister. And your packed weapon just appears back in your hand.
Well, I think that went as well as we could have wished for. Let's get out before we tempt fate any further.
Agreed. We shouldn't be concerned with this. We should move on.
You know, they're both gone.
I'm not into that.
Grim Eyes is very pointedly staring back inside. We could just loot the place.
Come on, buddy. There's a city full of them.
No. Let's.
Fine.
There's
You're
a
right.
city full of them. Well, come on. Let's go.
Vampires have power over their domain, so let's not do anything. Yeah, I don't want to be in a vampire's debt, do you?
No. So that concludes Zale's business. What was our bargain with him again? Someone remind me.
You all gain one favor from him.
All right, cool.
We're going to talk
later.
And we're going to talk with him in the future again.
You can only assume. You can always call in the favor when you think you absolutely need it, and there's a way that
whenever
you can...
he's near. Okay, for sure, that makes sense. All right. So where to now?
All right.
Actually, long rest time.
You want to take a long rest inside of the mansion?
No, I think we want to head back.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're about an hour or so outside the city.
What time is it, by the way?
It is literally like 6 in the morning now, basically.
This is prime time, but I thought you'll need to leave.
So if you were
with this group in late night adventures, my sleep schedule's all fucked up.
All
That's
right.
the life of an adventurer.
So
No sleep.
you all make your way back to the city. As you're getting back to the city itself, the city proper, you go back in through the gateway that you had exited from. You see that there are signs of, in your minor absence, that chaos had erupted again. Um, and while it is still around the Scarlet Hearth, other things seem to be taking shape as well. The Legionnaires are managing to hold the Accursed Guard back fairly easily at this time. It makes it easier and allows you to, if you wish, to slip back into the Scarlet Hearth in order to meet back up with Fate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
might as
probably
well report back in
like a
Cool.
plan.
Yeah.
Don't
and
want to be
find a
stuck
place
out.
to sleep.
Yeah, we won't be stuck out here.
Nope. You are all officially traitors to the
Mhm.
city.
No.
So good for you, everybody. All right. So we have a little bit of downtime here. Basically, 2 weeks are going to pass. And once we decide what you are all going to do during those 2 weeks, if you have any items that you wanted to attune to, check out, look into, whatever, please let me know.
With the assistance of Icarus and the others who so politely offered, I will attune to the matte black shield.
Okay. All right. So it's not cursed, which is nice for you.
Woohoo!
So it'll be in D&D Beyond at some point, but like I said, it gives you +3 bonus to your AC and resistance to radiant damage. Additionally, now that you're attuned to it, as a bonus action, while you wear this shield, you may snuff out all sources of light in a 30-foot radius centered on you, and fill the affected area with magical darkness for as long as you concentrate, as though concentrating on a spell.
I'll take it.
Once you've used it, you have to finish a long rest before you can use it again.
Thank you, DM.
Mm-hmm.
Be useful. I'm just going to
Was
figure
that
out this
is that
scroll.
is that Red Opera canon?
Yes.
Oh, so people that purchase the Red Opera from theredopera.com can also acquire this wonderful magic item.
Absolutely. And it's only very rare.
Distinguished gentlemen like us.
Oh, the one time I want to use my incense and there's no lighter around. Whatever. I'll deal with it.
That's on you, bro.
Shut your mouth or you die tonight.
Bring it. The dice made for a reason.
I'm just going to figure out this scroll
Okay.
and hit my long rest button so I can get back.
Okay, so I'm not going to make you roll or anything for it. Invar's, if you wanted to try to finally figure out that scroll that you have, you effectively have 2 weeks, so we'll say 12 days to do so. So you got 12
I would
rolls.
like to do that.
Yes, and I think
Oh,
I put
gosh.
what the requirements on there. You only have to pass it once. I think it's like a DC 15 Wisdom save or something.
Let me see. That's the scroll of
Fate's Design.
Oh, okay, that's a different one. Yeah. Okay. Wisdom DC 15. So, roll. That's one fail.
Cool. So
Two fails. That was a 1. 3 fails. And a natural 20 for a 25.
Fantastic. So on the 4th day, you finally are able to figure out what the hell's up with this scroll, and you can officially use it for whatever dope ass shit you want to use it. That's basically a scroll of plot armor.
And then you said that I just figured out the
Yes, so it
scroll.
takes you basically a week to finally figure out what this is talking about. This scroll, as you're reading it, it's magic in the sense that this scroll seems to have been written with the sole purpose of understanding one's inner self to a better extent, and being able to utilize your spirit energy or your internal essence to empower yourself regardless of what lot you've chosen in life. It effectively gives you access to soul magic, which is a feat you now have.
Yep. And while I figured this out, I'm like, oh, that's why she was able to do all this fucking weird shit.
Yes. So with 1 week, you basically have the ability to utilize the first half. After the second week, if you continue reading it, which I assume you do, you actually get the second part of it, which is use another. You understand the mechanics of how it works and how inherently dangerous it is, for multiple reasons. I did not supply you with what happens there, so use at your own risk. With that being said, as soon as you finish and you actually figure it out, the scroll disappears and it absorbs into your body. And you feel it latch on to something deep within.
Nice.
I've heard of reading changing you, but that was a little bit more literal than I thought it was.
So I have a question actually about the flesh rending clutches.
Mm-hmm.
Because as we all know, I haven't read this adventure. I read only after we've completed things. And because of my Infernal Chef patron, I'm only proficient with daggers or packed weapons.
Mm-hmm.
The gauntlets give me an unarmed strike that deals damage.
Mm-hmm.
Is that's without proficiency? I still deal the damage?
Yes, without proficiency. However, you do not get the bonus to attack with it unless you spend the time to turn it into your packed weapon. In which case, that's your only packed weapon.
I probably will not, but okay, cool. I like having the changing knife, so I think I'm just gonna wear them.
Okay, so you're not going
right.
to attune to them?
I will attune to them, but I'm not gonna like turn it into a packed weapon. I
Okay,
think.
so you'll only get either your strength or dex to attack with them.
Yeah.
And then the bonuses therein. So
Alrighty.
just to let you know that the unarmed is just a die 12 slashing. You do
Yep.
not actually, you know what? No, you can't. You do have to attune to them. So okay, cool. So it's a die 12 slashing damage on a successful hit, plus whatever modifiers. Additionally, any creatures hit by your unarmed strike must succeed on a DC 18 Constitution saving throw or suffer a bleeding wound. While wounded in this manner, a creature loses a die 10 hit points at the start of each of its turns.
Damn.
Each time a creature fails this save again, this damage increases by another die 10 until the wound is closed. So you don't have to hit them again.
It's just a constant damage increase.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Until it's finally closed.
3 rounds in, and I would have dealt 3d10.
Yes. The wound can
Good
be
God.
closed by a creature within reach using an action to succeed on a DC 18 Wisdom Medicine check, or by receiving 20 hit points of magical healing in a single turn.
Oh gosh.
So yes, this is a wondrous item.
Wow, that almost could have killed me.
Legendary
Thanks for healing me, Essential. Because that was what hit me.
Mm-hmm. A
Damn.
very dangerous thing.
Maybe we should put the soul collecting gem onto those because it's kind of guaranteed to kill people.
Maybe. It might be guaranteed to kill people. Also, I have to get rid of attunement slots.
Is anybody going to take a look at the blood snare?
Yeah, that's with me. So yeah,
Are you going to
take a look.
identify it, or are you going to attune to it?
I don't have attunement slots open right now, so I'm just going to identify it.
Okay. So once you identify it, you find out that this heavy two-handed wood crossbow, hewn of dark umber wood, provides a +3 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with it. A length of chain is wrapped around the spool built into the weapon's stock. In addition to traditional bolts, the blood snare comes equipped with a hook with hooked projectiles or talon bolts. When you hit a creature with a bolt fired from the crossbow, the target must succeed on a DC 18 strength saving throw or be pushed 30 feet in a straight line away from you or pulled 30 feet towards you.
Jeez.
Another very powerful weapon. Y'all are in-game characters, so this shouldn't be nothing.
Yeah.
All right.
Attunement, what do I have?
Grimeyes, did you have any other items that you wanted to look at? I know that you have some extra stuff on your sheet. Whether or not you attuned to it or not, I don't know. Or you found out what it was.
I think the only other one that I needed to look over, I think I already did.
Okay. Was it the
and
other
that was
ring?
it was the Woodskin Bangle.
Okay. Yep.
Because I figured out what the rings did and I chose which one I wanted to attend to.
Yeah, the Woodskin Bangle. They do require attunement. When basically the circlet carved of wood can grant you the durability of a mighty oak. As an action, you can activate the magic of the circlet, granting you the following benefits for 1 hour or until you use an action to end the effects. Resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. Immunity to poison damage and the poisoned condition. Gives you vulnerability to fire and lightning damage. Once the ring has been used in this manner, it cannot be used again until 1 week has passed.
Okay. 1 week.
Yep.
Because I have written here a long rest on this one for some reason.
Hmm.
All right. I will change that to a week.
Yeah, that may have been me. Okay. All right, cool. So if there's nothing else, basically I'll kind of give you a rundown what's happened. So 2 weeks have passed. You've been sitting around basically waiting on a response. Okay, so here we go. For the party it's been about 2 weeks of sitting around and waiting with no response, and the outside has become less a major battlefield and more of a Cold War stalemate. It seems that despite losing the large chunk of power and removing the ability to make sacrifices to the patrons, Dorian has dug his heels in even deeper. While that may seem like a big enough problem, there is also another major issue that has arisen outside. It seems that periodic storms of flaming rocks have begun falling from the sky and have become a semi-regular occurrence. If anybody would like to, you can make an intelligence check. If you are proficient with Arcana, you can use Arcana.
I am proficient in Arcana.
What if you're proficient in religion?
I rolled a 3.
17.
No, this is not a religious thing.
Damn it. The night is here. The end is
Sends
on.
he
14.
sends the thunder from the sky. If you put us through the 12 plagues in
Okay,
D&D.
so we've got
That'd be pretty crazy.
a 3, which is a fail. Icarus, Grimeyes, and Invarzi.
roll.
Did you roll your intelligence check?
I rolled Arcana. I got a 17.
Oh no, Invars, I mean.
I rolled intelligence. I got a 3.
Oh. Okay.
All right.
I feel like I'm missing somebody. Grimeyes!
You're
Your
missing
name-
Rosina.
No, not that. Where the hell's Grimeyes? Oh, okay, so
I rolled a 14.
Essential hasn't rolled. That's the problem.
Yeah, because Essential's choose not to roll. Because he
Oh.
that or he doesn't remember or care.
That's also possible because I don't think you were there at the time. Because some of you were there when it happened, I'll go ahead and give it to Icarus and Grimeye. No, I'm going to give it to Icarus. Yours was the closest enough without without it. You are seeing the telltale signs of a patron that is causing the chaos outside. Based on what's happening and the fact that there's really no rhyme or reason, you think back to something you heard in your head. Bleed, burn,
Oh,
heal, smash.
Oh,
yeah.
I
Essential
fucking knew it.
Essential was there outside, like sidebar. He was there. He was the first one to strike one of the chains.
Yes.
He doesn't
I
know
was
or
the
remember,
one
right?
panicking in the back.
So it makes sense that you're like, oh, hell.
Okay.
All right. So,
Out of our hands.
yep. I mean, kind of.
Literally out of our hands.
Yeah, I mean, you could try to reel this one back in, but good luck.
Mm-mm.
So, after about 2 weeks, LaCroix has basically just become super impatient. He's done with
Croy,
waiting, and
you son of a bitch.
he's like, "We've got to, we've got to do something." And he slams his hand down on the table, and that it catches all of your attention. He goes, "We need to strike now, before he finds a way to regain his power. There's nothing we can. He's obviously not coming to the table, and and he just grabs his axe and starts walking towards the front door. As he's walking towards the front door, Fate steps in front of him and intervenes and says, "No, look, I don't want pointless bloodshed. We've got to find a weakness. Otherwise, a full frontal assault like that is just gonna be like waves breaking against a rock. There's nothing. I mean, there's no good that can be done by trying to attack him head on. I mean, even if he's not at full power, he's obviously got enough power stored away somewhere that he is able to dig his heels in this far. We need to find something that we can use against him, or find something that we can use to tip the scales in our favor." Captain is, what do you suggest? And she goes, "Well, there is one person I know that may know how we can get to him. I have a contact, Majin." You see the look on LaCroix's face go from absolute outrage to, no, we can't trust him. Look, he's our only lead in this. He's the one that knows what's going on inside. He may be willing to help me in order to set things straight. Chaos in the city doesn't do good things for either side. So the only problem that we have is that he is on the they are on the Cathrock side. So there's a problem there. And you see LaCroix go, "Look, fine. I will give you some time to do whatever dumb plan you want, but if it doesn't work and you can't bring back intel in a decent amount of time, we're going to start the attack. We're going to bring the fight to his front door. We're going to end this Cold War that's accomplished nothing other than wasting everyone's time and making things just untenable." So one of the other things you've noticed inside the city, besides the lovely raining rocks, is that it's night all the time now. You haven't seen the sun in about a week and a half. It seems that not only have the rocks been coming down, and it would make sense that maybe if this was some weird storm, but there's something bigger at work. Whether it be displeased patrons or something Dorian's doing, the city is basically in an eternal night. So anybody that doesn't have dark vision, which is like none of you, I think, or at least some form of shade vision, just keep that in mind. And she looks at all of you and says, I mean,
Don't. Please don't ask us.
Let the lady finish, please.
I know that outside of self-assured pretty boy over there, she's pointing at Essential, all of you are indebted. So we know that you've already stuck your necks out, but know this. You are already kind of wanted, so it's not like your names can get drug any deeper, and you'd be doing the city a service. It's your choice. You don't have to, but I could use the help.
In for a penny, in for a pound.
Yes, Essential.
This,
How much does Essential know about Majin?
Basically the same amount as anybody else. Majin has been around for quite a while. However, Majin takes particular pride in being called Majin the Betrayer because it's amusing to them. They're a tiefling. It's kind of like they're just leaning into it. Just a blue tiefling, known to be privy to the throne, as well as basically anywhere on the Cathrock and obviously the Scarlet Hearth, whenever they choose to be. They're a figure of power inside the city.
Okay, for sure. Would you say that there are? What's the split on people who dislike him and like him?
It's really borderline 50-50.
Borderline 50-50? Okay,
Yeah,
so okay, cool.
There's stories of Majin being completely untrustworthy and just the worst being in existence, and other ones are like, no, Majin's wonderful.
Of course. Awesome. Cool. Essential's going to step forward and says, we should not trust Majin the Betrayer. For obvious reasons, those who are from here, do we really want to be gaining the help of someone ancient and most likely ruthless and cunning?
well, yes,
I thought
true,
he was.
but
I thought they were a tiefling, not a dragon.
Oh, did I say Dragonborn?
No.
No, you said tiefling.
Oh, okay.
Grim Eyes is dumb.
Yeah.
So he hears ancient, ruthless, and cunning, and goes, "That describes a dragon." I thought they were a tiefling.
They can also be tieflings.
well, that's true, but also he leans into his role as the betrayer, so it might amuse him to betray Dorian if we give him the right incentive. So, I mean, it's worth talking to him. At least we're not going to promise anything until we can, get it in a contract.
I trust Majin, says Fate.
Yeah, but half the city doesn't, and I'm one of them.
Oh,
That is your choice.
But the city is in chaos, and the war is tearing the city apart. So I am all for doing something rather than nothing. As Icarus stated, pound of whatever that thing. It's a very odd set of words that you just said there, called in kind.
In for a copper, in for a
It was
in
in for a copper, in for a
gold.
silver. I have no clue. You called in kind say weird things out there. I'm from the coast.
you think I'm weird? You should talk to the Russian guys.
I've seen them. I don't like them. They owe me money.
Anyway,
I mean,
Could you at
really,
least take on one of my favors in exchange? I mean, just to have.
Certainly.
Then fair enough. That at least
Okay.
I'm doing something.
All right. So, 2 of you have agreed to help.
all right.
Rosina is off taking care of some business. The only thing you heard, Grandma, is you know vaguely what the business is, but you just heard the voice saying, "Shut up! Stop asking questions! Shut up! She knows what she's doing." Also, I said so. So,
So I'd like to ask them, what do you think the end result of this effort will be upon the city?
well, with everything that's been going on with the increased sacrifices of not just willing participants, but also people disappearing off the streets at the hands of the accursed guard, uh, at the very least, I want to bring back some form of normalcy. Put things back into balance like they're supposed to be. Everything's out of whack right now, and it's not good. People think that the king has gone mad. You hear, as she says, the king, uh, LaCroix goes, "He's not my king." She turns out, "Shut up."
Subtly, right behind Fate when she says it.
So at the very least, maybe we can get some intel into what's going on and utilize that. I don't see Majin outright betraying, but we owe each other for services in the past. So
Uh, betrayal
Well,
is very rarely seen in
services in the
advance.
past. I mean, sure.
If we can at least get a subtle way in instead of just knocking on the door, that would be preferable.
Anything's better than getting away from this hot-headed buffoon as he glares at LaCroix.
LaCroix treats you like you are nothing and just ignores you.
Right. And Satchel has this just this his own world of his rivals, just like LaCroix.
I
I
will
hate
show
you.
you.
I'll prove to you I'm the better rival. Like, okay, just real quick, I really do want Essential to have like that moment in the past where he did come back for a time, but LaCroix doesn't remember it. But Essential always will remember that moment that turned him into his rival. That's just putting it out there.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I think the moment you became rivals is when you thought Fate was hot, and then you realized that LaCroix also thought Fate was the bomb diggity, and you're like,
That too. No, that's what that because I want that to be a reminder. Like LaCroix's here. Damn it! It's on LaCroix.
exactly.
Ruin me, Dinkelberg.
Grim Eyes is very reluctant, but
Yeah, Essential is not pleased with this choice, but
he's gonna agree.
the city's being torn up. So
Yeah.
even though
I'd like to be able to walk across the bridges without being lynched.
Invar's
I'm
is
trying.
obviously the most reluctant out of all of you for completely different reasons. So after a long extended silence, Fate just goes,
majority.
"You do not have a choice.
Oh.
We're calling in your favors."
Should have held out. I should have held out.
Yeah.
Twice now. Twice I've missed out on this.
And at
Hey,
that,
I got her to take one of my favors, so
at that you hear a familiar voice coming up the stairs from downstairs. "Ah, so it's time. You want me to do favors? Okay. You dragon guy, I collect your favors from others that you be owe you. Counterbalance. Everything is easy peasy lemon bisqueezy. So oh, essential.
Your brother.
What?
Where's your brother?
I not have brother.
I know. What's up?
I was just saying hi and not see you in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm a little stressed.
Why you so stressed? It's no problem.
LaCroix.
What? Whatever.
He's just
So,
been standing over there muttering
you
his name for the
dragon
last
guy.
like 5 minutes.
yeah, dragon guy, you're a clean slate now. As long as you do this.
Agreed.
Okay, fair enough. We got you. We take care of you. We're good to go. I say we. It's funny. And he just snaps his fingers, and the other bear appears. And he just goes walking and talking to the other bear. Everybody make a whatever the hell. I don't know.
I don't know what
Is that in
kind
the
of skill
impendium?
that is.
No,
The
no.
impendium. Is that in the impendium of the absurd?
No. This
I
is
made
not.
a word up.
No, I completely bullshitted these two characters up, minus the little bits. But no, if you focus on it long enough, you realize that it's just a major illusion. There's never been two bears.
No, I meant the what the fuck check.
Oh no, yeah, it's
Make a what the fuck check.
Yeah, that's
what is the
that's
check?
whatever check you want to roll to die 20 plus your proficiency. It's a what the fuck check.
I'm gonna roll. I don't know.
I don't know what it is. Is it wisdom versus illusion magic, or is it
Uh,
intelligence?
I think it's intelligence.
Okay,
to
roll
disbelieve.
intelligence. Yeah.
The
I'm
saber
rolling
check.
Arcana, I guess. 18.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you notice that it's
20.
I think they're perfectly nice
Three.
fellows, both of them. They're distinct individuals. I did
I
roll
can't
a
believe
1.
I fell for this.
well done.
Next time I'm close to them, I'm just gonna like put my
Essential,
hand into the.
You know too.
Yeah, Essential now realizes after 20 years.
Wait, there's only one of them?
I'm still counting
he-
both of them in.
He talks to himself?
Hey,
I'm just gonna like
17
straight
for
up put my
Grimites.
hand into the illusion and go, why? Why?
Yes.
Ah, damn it. LaCroix. Taking my distracting
Essential,
me.
shut up about
So
LaCroix.
Fate goes.
Focus.
All right, so now that we've got that sorted out, we have a couple problems. Obviously, Majin is on the Kothrock side, so we have to find a way in.
Take the river.
Obviously the both sides of the bridge are super tense. Obviously we've got to find a way across. So there's multiple things. Obviously we need to find Aelios first. He's a cleric on the on Patron's Pass. He's known for being able to get people in and out of places. He follows the God of Thieves.
Ah, delightful.
So
I can also cast Disguise Self at will, so I can just.
As well, I can't do it at will, but I can do it once.
might be worth checking into. Maybe he knows how we can.
We know where he is, or do we have to look for him?
I don't know where he is. His tent changes location. He takes on whatever face he decides to
But
take.
he's normally on bridges.
He's normally on Patron's Pass, which is the
Patron's
bridge
Pass.
right outside of the Scarlet Hearth.
I can go and take a swim and head there myself. I'm a lot faster. I can go see if I can find this person. Unless someone else can come with me and can keep up.
Okay, so I will tell you this. Regardless of whatever patron you have, taking a swim is still a gamble.
Down.
Okay.
Well, I don't have a patron, so meh.
One doesn't
So-
care, one doesn't have one.
So if you fail your check,
Woohoo!
you will be facing your patron.
LaCroix! Oh, just kidding. Yeah, I got you.
Grim Eyes is just gonna.
How many strikes am I on with my patron?
You don't have any strikes right now. You've been a loyal
Woo!
servant.
I've been
but,
a good boy.
but definitely will cost you.
That's fine. That's fine. He found Tufana for me. I'm his forever.
Grim Eyes is actually gonna use his glamour weave for the first time in a very long time.
You say
And,
Tupperware weave?
Yeah,
Glamour
Tupperware
weave.
weave.
Tupperware weave. Awesome. It's like a 1950s commercial.
Um, and he's gonna make his clothes appear dirty and oily.
There are multiple ways for you to
Prostitution
get out the
fate.
front if you choose to do so. Fate motions to the back of the room. There are acolyte robes and those of the people that work at that were working at the Scarlet Hearth. So if you
Oh,
wanted to
good.
don
I'm gonna do that
disguises, you
instead.
should be able to
Yeah, I will do that instead.
do that.
I will take one of those robes, like disguise myself, like I don't know, change my face around a bit, and just use my Woods knowledge that I've learned from my previous Fae patron to just like bullshit stuff about like I don't know, Pan, God of the Wild, or something.
Yeah, man. It's like taking a history class in college and then dropping it.
I
remember the
always have
first check.
advantage on performance, so
Essential's still gonna go take a swim. I think Invar's is coming with me.
I will
We're
still
splitting the
support
party.
Essential.
We're still splitting the party.
Yep.
Okay.
Accomplish
Yeah, we are.
big goals.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. All right,
Using
hang on.
Big
Let me
brains.
let me
Big brain
search for
time.
this dumbass idea you all are doing, but
I'm simply swimming. because I
that's
can't.
that's my
Grim Eyes-
version of are you sure you want to do this?
Yeah.
I'm
Grim
just
Eyes-
supporting. I am just supporting a friend in need.
Yeah, he's
Grim
holding
Ice
my-
is going to
he's
use
holding my
disguise
gear.
self on himself, and he's going to turn himself into a half gnome, half goblin.
Half gnome, half goblin.
Yeah.
Half
See, I was really just hoping you were
a
going to put like a
goblin?
big mustachio, like a Mario mustache. You'd be like, no one will know it's me.
Nope, a goblin. Yeah.
A halfling gnome.
It's a me.
No, well, so the reason I'm picking gnome and goblin is I speak both fluently, so I'm
I'm
going
a
to speak in
Mario. I'm
gnomish,
Batman. I'm
in
a Mario.
gnomish rather, but I'm going to look very goblinoid. So it's just a facial change. I've got a larger nose, and I'm wearing acolyte robes. No one
man,
will know
we're-
it's me.
No one's here to judge, man. No one's here.
I know
Okay.
so many languages, so yeah.
Called
All
and
right.
Tide get too many languages.
So
Yeah, they do. What the
you-
fuck?
So I'm going to start with Essential and Invars because you all decided to go downstairs and out the.
Invar's is just supporting Essential. I don't.
I'll
think
be
he's
honest, I
swimming
actually
with
thought
me.
about that too.
I mean, bro, I'm a pretty good swimmer. And as long
Yeah,
as
but Grim Eyes doesn't trust your patron, so
That's-
he's
that's
not
fine.
gonna.
but
I just say to
yeah.
them, "Good luck, dumbass."
Wow, harsh.
he does leave 2 holy waters for you both. Essential waters.
Grim Eyes
Girl.
is taking those because he drank his.
Dude, it's great water. It's mineral water.
Yeah, well, the ones that I got from the
bathed in
cleric were
essential.
vodka, and I drank those like 3 days ago.
Ooh, they're also good with vodka Red Bulls. Yeah.
Okay.
Holy Bulls.
Holy Bulls.
All right.
Holy
so
Red Bulls.
I'm not. No, there's too much chaos happening right now, and I need to reel it in just a little bit. All right,
I will
Invars,
mute
are you
myself now.
actually going to go for a swim, or are you just going to try to enhance his effort and then go out the front door?
Well, I would ask Essential, how can I best assist you?
Well, I was thinking of.
I am good at swimming.
I would hope so.
It is.
You have a lot of muscles.
It is going to require either an acrobatics, athletics, or survival check.
Ooh.
In order-
Checks.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
Athletics, acrobatics, or survival?
Picking
Yes.
athletics.
Oh, I'm proficient in none of those.
I am gonna cast Bless on me and Invars.
I'm just rolling with my helm of underwater action that allows me to breathe underwater
Yeah,
and
yeah,
swim
I
for
mean-
30 feet. So I'm just
Yeah,
Oh
like,
wait,
same here,
Invars,
because
you
I'm a
made
patron.
it last time, didn't you?
yeah.
Okay, so it's not normal water. You all know this now.
Yeah,
But
I know this too.
yeah, you obviously know this, and you're just tempting fate here, you psycho.
No, I am
I'm a
not letting
mercenary.
someone go alone into the
maverick.
dark.
All right.
Neutral evil.
So maverick, so neutral.
Off a whim. So neutral, baby.
Okay, so
I'm trying to not split the party. Everybody else is splitting the party. I'm just saying.
I'm looking for a key figure. There was a name, and I'm gonna go get it
Okay.
for the team.
Okay. So Those that jump into the well to try to. Okay, so here's the thing that
Win.
is really confusing for me for both of you. How are you gonna get out?
Okay, so here's a better way. We can easily go to the battlefield, right? From the Hearthstone, not Hearthstone.
Scarlet Hearth.
Scarlet Hearth. Yes, you can
We
make
can get
it.
to the battlefield.
In
right?
order to
And
jump into the
it's
Ascidian Rush, you jumped off a bridge. So you'd be moving down, so it would require 2 checks.
that's fine.
I can fly.
Okay, so you'll require 1
I'm very
check to get
athletic.
out.
I have dark vision. I'm kidding.
Bastards. All right, whatever.
Only reason why I brought Essential up swimming is because if Alios's or whoever this guy is on the Patron's bridge, I'd rather want to go like instead of going across it, Essential could just swim underneath and climb up to the bridge because he can swim. And I know it's still dangerous, but he's Essential.
Okay.
But I didn't want to like swim the entire way from where
Should've
we
named
are.
yourself Extra.
That's his
That's
last
what the-
name.
That's what the extra S is for.
That's his last name.
Yeah.
Essentially Extra. All right.
essentially.
So here's the deal. Invars, because I know that you are going to try to get out and then fly up, you only have to make 1 check. Essential will have to make 2
That's fine.
in order to get to a point where he's
Go big
not
or go home.
in the rush. So, your choice. It's either straight dexterity, or you can use acrobatics, athletics, or survival. Your choice. I'll start with Invars.
I'm going to use survival.
Okay,
That's a 21 total.
fantastic. You managed to get out from underneath and fly up into the air, so you are fine. Essential. I need your first check.
All right, it will be athletics. I am a swole boy.
You're a what?
A swole boy. Oh,
That's what I thought you said, but for some reason I thought it was like an official class. I was like,
Oh no.
that's official? Is that in the
This
compendium?
roll was not official. This is 11.
Hey, this roll was essentially what I thought was going to happen.
I have a +8 to athletics. I rolled a 3.
So,
Oof.
you
That was a-
literally dive
a good
in and
chance.
immediately end up in an extra dimensional space.
Ah.
Your patron just
back.
floating around.
Yeah. Uh,
I can't save you every time. You realize that, right?
right, but the city is in jeopardy. You're also a patron of the city. You get power from this place, right? I'm
I
sure.
made a deal to weaken them.
You
I'm
got a third
fine.
character up, right?
Yeah, I do. I always do. I have so many characters. I'm a DM, dude.
So, what do you say we play a game for your freedom?
Well, I lived my life to the fullest, and I will continue to do so. Of course, Essential is in it to win it.
Okay.
If he loses, can he be reincarnated as the other bear? Can he have to do the voice?
I would have to practice up on it, honestly.
It's not easy to do this on a command.
Yeah, but mine sometimes leans into French, and then it just is dirty. Okay, not that dirty, you fucking peppy lip. Fuck off.
Okay.
Stop making those
Seriously.
noises as I hide my head, please.
So it's gonna be best 2 out of 3. He invents some dumbass game right on the spot because I don't remember what I did originally. I'm looking at it, but I don't want to.
Fine.
wanna do it.
Essential is his kissing his
Connect
siren
4
axes and
challenge.
asking for his patient for help, but he's playing against his patient, so it's funny.
And his patron just goes, no. While you are here, you are cut off from your patron's power, and he's looking you dead in the face.
That's not fair. Just because I got older. You gave me so many chances when I was younger. That's bullshit.
Basically, what's going to happen is there's going to be best 2 out of 3, 4
Mhm.
die 6.
Sure.
Highest roll wins.
4d6 highest roll wins.
Yep.
Okay.
And I am going to roll on roll 20 so that
Beyond.
it is fair.
All right. Well, let's do this.
All right.
If you want to go.
My first roll is 14.
My first roll is a 14.
Ooh.
Ooh, it's a rivalry. Let's go.
That
What
one.
happens if there's a tie all 3 times?
Dun 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 dun. Diddle-doo,
That is a-
diddle-doo.
Second roll. Ooh, I rolled an 8. You got a 15. One more.
15.
Maybe we can tie break this.
They thought they had us in the first half.
Roll with inspiration.
I wish I had it. He took it away from me. 15 again.
Man, I should have refreshed. I got 8 again. I don't know. Looks like you were destined to get out of this when your patron goes, well played. I'll let you back out. And he lets you out.
Please just bin smack him out of the water.
Where did he let him out at?
He lets you out at
Please.
the edge of the
Would've been the
rush
first time.
next to the cliff that climbs up to the bridge.
Ah! You son of a bitch!
I'm flying. I catch him.
Oh no, he's actually on the side. So, Essential, how much do you weigh?
Essentially 280 pounds. I'm a big old. I go to the gym, bro.
So Swole Boy is correct. Invars, what are you currently carrying weight-wise, and what can you fly with?
He should
Oh,
be
all
able to
sorts
do
of
that.
crap.
Yeah.
I'm carrying all sorts of junk. Not my shield, because, I was swimming.
Not Vanta.
So you're not. Where's your shield then?
I don't know. It's on my back or something, but I'm not
Okay.
carrying
No,
it.
what I
That
mean
was more-
is like your weight.
What do
the
you have
cumbrance.
like
I know.
currently weighing
It
you
says
down?
72 pounds, which is not that much.
Okay. So you're
Woot
carrying.
chainmail. Woot.
Okay. So you have 72 pounds of gear on you.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Essential weighs 200 and some odd pounds.
I'm just going to sit there and he's going to hold on to me because he's so swole.
Yeah, plus 147 of total gear that I am carrying because I'm a merc. I'm a bushwhacker.
So
Of the
you
water.
cannot fly him up.
Mm,
You are not strong
blessed.
enough, unfortunately.
Blessed. Give him a
Sorry.
tap.
You, however, are going to have to make checks to climb up the side of this wall, lest you fall back into the obsidian rush.
Don't worry about it. How far am I falling off the cliff?
You are literally at the bottom. You're right above the rush.
Oh,
You've got 2 checks to make it to the top.
to the top. How far? What's the distance?
Double your speed.
Double my speed.
Yeah. Basically,
so
because you don't have a climbing speed. So
right. So what I could do is I could use my warlock spell slots of the day to cast Misty Step. 30 feet increments, but I mean, I would still do it.
okay.
To save the.
So
catastrophe
because
that
you're
was-
being creative, I'm only going to have you do 1 check. Because your Misty Step, you'll have to catch on to the cliff as you appear.
I wasn't actually use Invars if he was still flying.
Okay.
As he is, as I'm realizing that he is far too heavy for me, rather than grappling with him or trying to hold on to him as my action, I will cast guidance and give him a D4.
Cool. There
I'm
you
also
go.
blessed.
That's your bonus. That you have basically 2 die 4 to help you with this. Make a athletics check.
Perfect. Is this a favorite check?
It is. It's a skill check.
The skill check. That's right. You said a So here's my my die roll, which is a big fatty dirty 20 plus 2d4. That's a big dirty 26 in total.
All right. So you make it to the top.
Bing.
After blowing both of your spell slots.
Ooh. That's what they're there for.
So now that we
Please
got
just
that
look
figured
over
out,
this.
Icarus and Grim Eyes, while all of this nonsense is happening below, you realize that getting to the patron's pass is going to be a little bit difficult because it is a bridge to get there, and it's a Cold War situation, so people from both sides are gonna have spies in the crowd. So you have to find a way to get through to the bridge without being spotted. So obviously, Grim Eyes, you're not gonna look like yourself, so that's
Yep.
something.
I'm,
You're gonna
I'm doing the
disguise-
same thing.
Okay, so you're both disguising self. Are you gonna use the clothing to assist in the disguise?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. So I'm gonna have you both make stealth checks.
Oh no.
You will have advantage.
Oh, good. That's slightly better. 13 instead
21.
of 4.
Okay. There you go. You make it across the bridge.
Gonna get there right at the time that Essential just
Yeah,
Slobs-
bamps up. Yeah, onto the bridge, and you make it into the crowd. Fate grabs a cowl and everything like that, and works her way into the crowd. Now the
I
search
look at
begins.
Essential and I say that was extra. We just literally walked.
Thought I could make it the first time. In all honesty.
I love that you met your patron. You didn't even ask where Alias was. Okay, so
Non-essential, bro.
non-essential. All right, so you all have. Ooh, actually, I know it's late in the game, but whatever. Where's this at? Do 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 do.
Yay! Act 3 music.
Oh, good. It's obviously not. Where's the audio setting? You bastard. I hear it on my computer, but it doesn't
Hey.
come through.
I'm hearing
hear
it
it.
through Roll20.
Yeah. Where's my output? Okay, there we go.
Also, when the campaign is over, we're gonna have to have a counter for how many times he's made the essential joke.
Yeah.
Non-essential.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. I'm probably gonna go back and start watching from when he shows up. I'm just gonna do a little like clicker every time he makes it, and at the end of the final episode, I will pull up the clicker and go, "Hey, so this is how many times you fucking made that pun. Take this D4 damage."
God. All right. So, what are you all going to do to try to track down Helios?
Well, we could kill everyone that's not them.
I'm gonna ask Fate what he looks like, or they did she say a gender? I was not paying attention if she did.
No. I think she said. I believe she said he.
Okay. I'm gonna ask what he looks like.
Okay. You're gonna have to. Well, they don't. She doesn't know. She doesn't know what he looks like because he changes form at a whim. So, last time she saw him, he was an elf.
Are there mercenaries on this bridge?
Not really on this bridge. That'd be more the Black Span.
Are there guards guarding these vendors? Security people? Or are they just vendors who say, I could sell by myself without anybody?
No, there's this entire bridge is basically clerics and those of the cloth.
Oh, perfect. Somewhat perfect.
Oh boy,
Clerics.
I have a use for one of my roguish abilities now. I have an eye for detail. So I'm going to just like start walking through the crowd, looking everybody over.
Okay. So those with religion as an ability, go ahead and make a religion check for me.
Like,
So that you can try to recognize the God of Thieves' holy symbol to maybe potentially help you.
I don't have religion. Can I use investigation?
No.
do I have to have
Darn.
proficiency in religion, or
It'll be a higher DC if you do not have religion.
I have proficiency, and I rolled a 23.
Cool. You know what the deity's holy symbol is. I'm
Can you
not
I
tell
tell
me
everyone
so I
else.
can then investigate?
Yes.
I just take a gold coin, put a piece of paper around it, and says, I have a proposition for you, and just put it in an obvious spot where he's gonna pickpocket it. Because I don't know, maybe it'll work, maybe it won't, but it's all I can think of.
So if told what it looks like, can I then make an investigation check?
Yeah. So while you guys
Alright,
are
cool.
while you're all trying to figure this out, I need to know what everyone's passive perception is, just the highest.
Mine is a
my-
20.
Essentials a 13.
15.
Okay.
Passive perception 10. Passive investigation.
My passive
16.
investigation is 20.
Yes, 16.
And my active investigation was a 26.
Yeah, you're not okay. So your investigation is fine. Okay, so
Yeah.
all right. So you see people darting in and out trying to get through. Grim Ice, you start to notice. You notice someone basically reaching into Essential's bag. And
I'm going to. Well, go ahead, finish.
and grabbing just a random bag out of it, and then just starting to dart off.
I'm going to say in Thieves' Cant, bad idea.
In Thieves' Cant, they turn around and go, "God of Thieves."
Yeah, we're actually looking for someone who works for them.
Catch me if you can. And he darts.
All right, cool.
There's Essentials
And-
dart nearby.
Grim Ice is darting after.
Yeah. So with that, you don't understand exactly what they're saying. It was just random conversation to you all, obviously, unless you have Thieves' Cant. But then you see this dude just take off. Essential, you look and you realize that, hey, that's mine.
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
So I'm gonna
Yeah,
need. I'm gonna go with the group average. I need you all to make either.
Oh, Essential's gonna throw a freaking javelin, bro.
Don't throw something. We need to follow him.
This is a crowded bridge. You're gonna throw a javelin?
He just stole from a paladin.
Hey, throw a rock in the air. You'll hit someone guilty.
Yeah, exactly. No, go ahead. Yeah, let's
So
I'm not
go
gonna
ahead
do
and make a. We're gonna make. You're gonna make your choice of acrobatics or athletics, dex checks, or just straight dex. We're gonna go with the group average.
Dirty 20.
All right.
I need 3 of them
I will
from
roll.
each of you, and I'll
I
start.
also
With,
have
Oh, 3 total?
Yeah, I have a dirty 20 as well.
okay, so that's 1 success. I'm just gonna go ahead and count that as a success.
25
Second one.
and 21 are my 3.
First was a 5, second is 16, third is 15.
Cool. You managed to dodge your way out of the way from like the people grabbing you, saying, "Revoke your ways, join the holy light." Like, you know, all
I'm getting
those.
the people's elbow.
Ah!
Shut up, or
Why do you hit an
I'll
old
put you into a
man?
panic.
You talk about your Yawn Cat 316.
Don't make me spoil your wine.
And you catch up, and I'm gonna say that essentially you were a little bit closer, so you grab this this gnome by his shoulder, and you have
Punch him in the face first, and then I show him to the rest of the group.
Hey, come on. I asked him
Can
to take us to the guy.
Can I react in time to like catch his hand before he punches him? Because I am like the same size as him.
I'm gonna have you both make opposed dex checks.
Let's go, buddy. Pose Dex.
Yeah, straight dex.
Okay, so +2, so
Roll a 1. Ah.
Be funny if
nat 20 for
Oh my
22.
God.
you go to punch him in the face, and Icarus just grabs your hand, and says,
Nuh-uh.
I like to lift him by the scruff of his neck, and it's like, no.
"What?"
Sorry
Okay.
about that. He's angry and rude.
Both. Yes.
Okay, what? Here's your stuff. What do you
Take it
want?
from him.
He's gonna pretend like you didn't ask him anything, Grim Eyes.
That's fine.
Why did you steal from me? Who are you?
Got a masks.
You gotta live, man.
Who's the god of mask? Oh,
Got a thieves, man. Come on.
right.
Yeah, keep up with
Apologies.
the conversation.
Apologies.
So,
Still gonna remember you though.
you want what?
We're looking for somebody. Ilios?
Alias?
Yeah, him.
We're looking for
It
Prime
was
though. The Prime one.
Oleos, wasn't it?
No, it's literally Alios.
Oleander's
Alios, but I call it Alias.
Oh, as in the word that means disguises. Oh God.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're looking for Alias.
So you want me to take you to him?
If you'd be so kind.
I mean,
The
I can
city
give you back your
rests
stuff,
on
we're even.
us.
there's
He's got a
gold in it
point.
for you.
I can get gold.
I will owe you. Thief to thief.
I want it from the guy that tried to punch me.
You know, that's fair.
Yeah,
Deal.
that's fair.
He puts his hand out. Says, "Deal. I'm from the city.
All right, follow me.
Hey man, I respect his worship. He's gotta respect mine coming up. Because I'm gonna drown him."
So, Icarus, as you're walking, you all kind of have the thought of, that was a thief. We're on a bridge full of thieves. You start patting down your pockets, checking your stuff. Icarus, that crossbow is gone. And Invar's, your holy symbol is missing. I got 2 successes on you bastards before you saw them. So
Sorry, I lost.
Oh.
I'm not sure what's happening.
Oh, you had the crossbow stolen off of you.
I'm glad that we're okay. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the music. That might help. But that's fine.
Yeah.
We're about to wrap up anyway. Icarus, can you hear me? We'll give it a second. There we go. I see your head moving. Can you hear me?
Make it. Yes. No. God damn it. Send it.
Oh, no.
Send it in Discord.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So, you all get led, and I'll go ahead because we're about to wrap up here. You all get led to a tent, and it's kind of hidden back behind some of the other tents. It's not out in the open. As you walk up, there is a brr,
A what?
what?
brr. I can't remember.
Brr,
I
brr,
forgot,
brr.
I forgot what he actually is.
He's
I was
a
gonna s-
burb. He's an
was gonna say,
arrow.
you walk up, you walked up to a tent, and standing outside is a half elf, holding some scripture and saying, "Welcome." Oh, what are they doing here? They caught me. Throws him inside. Come in. Obviously, you've been looking for me. Follow me.
Hmm.
And leads you in. The you notice the symbol of the god of thieves on his tunic, and
Yeah, I said God of Masks. Mask is the name. I just realized that.
and he motions you all to have a seat. There's a lot of chairs and sitting room, and says, "What can I do for you?" And that's where we'll pick up next time. There we go. That's it, everybody. As I said, about to be released for realsies, so hop in there, get some stuff, have a great
Where is
time.
my wallet?
I think if I remember correctly, I did lower the price. It is going to be $14.99 for 43 pages worth of printed goodness, and extra images and all that jazz. So please go pick it up. It's going to be on DriveThruRPG. Go to my Twitter link. I'll post a link to it eventually. Just look up Biscuit Tin RPG. It'll be up there here in the next half hour or so. Other than that, everybody have a wonderful night, and we'll see you all next week.